anyone that's still around Trump, whether you're a conservative, you're a liberal, I don't care what your ideology is, man. And especially as an American, if you're still rocking with Trump at 2026, you need to be put on a list. There definitely needs to be a list of anybody still rocking with Trump, apologizing for Trump, anybody that's not absolutely roasting Trump day in and day out, looking at him as absolutely toxic. Anything with his name on it, they don't want to be involved, not interested. In fact, it's not even just a matter of not involved. Like, we're past that. Like, we're past the point of, oh yeah, I'm not interested in this thing. It's like somebody invites you to something that's regarding Trump. It's like, listen, man, Trump, I'm not interested in doing nothing with that pedophile or that pedophile protector, right? That's what it should be. It should be, not only am I not interested, but I'm going to take this moment to let you know exactly why, right? I'm not gonna play games and dance around and like, it's too much controversy. Nah, man. 2026 June? Nah, man. You need to be talking about pedos, right? Somebody talk about Trump, and you're like, listen, man, I don't want nothing to do with the pedophile class. I don't want nothing to do with the Epstein class. I'm not interested. I don't want to do no fighting event at the White House. I don't want to play no music at no whatever. I don't want anything to do with this guy, right? I'm an owner of the Knicks. I'm not inviting this guy. Oh, come to the game, Trump. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm a world leader, I'm going to tell my people straight up, listen, man, I understand that America has a lot of power. We have a relationship with them. But right now, that country has gone way too far. And I cannot, in good conscience, say anything else but the truth. At the risk of consequences, right? They may choose to retaliate. They may choose to not do business with us. And that may hurt us. But our values have to be more important than that, right? We cannot, as a nation, sit by and not say anything. But that's other countries. In the United States, the amount of evidence that has come out at this point, there's been so many drops. You look at, I always talk about the pedophile protector channel, Actual Justice Warrior. One of the biggest pedophile protector channels right now. This is a guy talking about actual justice. I care about law and order, right? He loves to do his law and order stuff. One of the biggest law and order stories, he got no interest. The one video I've seen him do in months about Epstein was basically a cover-up, hand wave away video that was kind of like, he was just like, oh, there's nothing there. If there's something there, I'll talk about it, right? And the very moment he was saying that, there was a big breaking news. Some big news that came out about the Epstein files, and he just like, oh, I don't know, like pretend like he don't know, right? And then we have breaking news after breaking news. You don't hear nothing from him, right? Meanwhile, today he posts a video talking about Elon Musk just bitch slapped the entire far left or something like that. Elon Musk, the guy who wanted to be on Epstein Island, right? And that's the kind of stuff what I talk about when I say at this point in time, there's no way that anyone should be getting away with being any way friendly to Trump. Everyone needs to be hostile to Trump, whether you're conservative or you're liberal. Because otherwise, you are part of the Epstein class. You are a pedophile protector, right? Because of stuff like this. Elon Musk, who he's Actual Justice Warrior, he just shit on the entire far left. Elon Musk is the guy who wanted to be on Epstein Island. He was exposed for wanting to be on Epstein Island. Does Actual Justice Warrior tell his audience the truth about that? No. And think about the effect of that. Everything that we find out, almost, that makes Trump look bad, or we find out more about the Epstein file and who was involved and the government or whatever, these people don't talk about it. They never talk about it, right? They're busy making videos about, oh, this is too woke, and this and Aunt Jemima and syrup, pancake syrup, and M&Ms, and right? Oh, the mermaid is the wrong skin color, right? Making all these bullshit videos to distract their audience into voting for corrupt politicians. That's what it's all about, right? This is basically state media. Actual Justice Warrior is state media, right? Ben Shapiro is state media. Officer Tatum is state media. Fox News is state media. But what this video is about is the fact that we as a nation should not allow anyone in this late stage. I could see the first term you didn't get it, and somehow after January 6th you still didn't get it. After all the January 6th people that were pardoned, that ended up being something, pedo something, child porn on their laptop something, you didn't get it then, right? You didn't get it then. Trump got elected a second term, started a war in Iran over garbage, shut down the Iran deal just because, ooh, Obama did it, so I have to shut it down because Obama did it. He caused people to lose their job. Blue-collar conservative workers who got industrial jobs working on solar panels or green energy stuff, right? I watched a story about a guy who, you know, he worked hard, he learned his craft, and things were finally turning around for him. He had a nice job, and now his job is gone, not because it had to be, but just childishness, right? Oh, that green energy stuff, okay, shut it down. The Democrats did it, and it's a good thing. Shut it down. I don't want anything that the Democrats did for them to get any credit for it. If it's something they did and it's good, or just that they did it, shut it down. I don't care who loses their job, because I'm a savage. I don't care about nobody else. Okay, so you didn't get it then. Tariff war that didn't make no sense, that was just nothing but lies. Oh, it's not going to be a tax on the people, it's a tax on the other nations, blah, blah, blah. All this bullshit. But in June of 2026, if you are anything else but hostile to Donald Trump, you need to be put on a list, right? After Donald Trump, because this is what's going to happen, right? After Donald Trump, all these people, when things get really bad, because something really bad is going to happen. I've been telling you guys for a while. All the stuff you see right now is just a warm-up. Something really, really bad is going to happen in this country, right? Trump and his cronies, you think you've seen something yet? They are going to do some bullshit, man. And when that happens, it's going to be such a backlash. You think we've seen a backlash now? You ain't seen nothing yet. And when that happens, all these people all these UFC fighters and whoever it is, man, whoever it is that's out there palling with Donald Trump are going to act like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they would do this. This is not the Trump that I knew, and I would have never thought that he did it, right? And then when all the energy is about Trump is a corrupt, like the stuff that we've been saying for years, right? When that becomes cool again, they gonna all jump in and be like, yeah, this guy was corrupt and whatever, and I like his policies about the border and this and that, but man, oh man, that stuff he did with this and that. All of a sudden, they gonna pretend to care. We should not allow it. You don't get to protect pedophiles and then try to rejuvenate your reputation and try to pretend like that's not what you did. You don't get to do that, man. What other situation is that acceptable? Imagine and I know protecting pedophiles is not the same thing as being one, but imagine, so let me tone it down a little bit. So imagine you were working at a school as a teacher, right? And you were secretly taking pictures of kids, like hanging outside the bathroom or something. So you didn't touch nobody, right? You didn't touch anybody. You just were taking photos, right? And then you take those photos, you go home, and you use your imagination what you do in those photos, and it gets found out that you did this, right? Can you imagine that sometime in the future, That same person comes around and like, man, oh man, some of these teachers that I heard these teachers were doing stuff with the kids and that's wrong. I don't stand for that. And then can you imagine people looking at that and shaking their head with them and saying, yeah, you're right, you're right. No! You were the guy that was doing that? You were taking pictures of kids? We don't want to hear nothing from you. Now, I'm not saying like everybody got a right to live, right? If you go do something else outside the public eye, whatever it is, fine. You gotta eat, go eat. You should never be able to have a show. You should never be able to be an influencer. You should never be able to have any kind of brand other than you were part of the pedophile protecting class. That is it. And this is for life, right? If in June 2026, you still chilling with Donald J. Trump and the pedophile class, you should be branded for life as a pedophile protector. Nobody wants to hear nothing about what you have to say, right? No branding, whatever, start a company, whatever. You gonna be just invisible. That should be it, right? There has to be certain points where there's limits, right? Where you get to the point where you've gone too far, right? And at this point, I think that's the limit. On that note, this is the baby child, the baby in the comment section below.